Right, folks, I believe we are live on YouTube at the moment. The live stream has started. So from me, Brendan Kelly, it's a very big welcome to everybody that's joining us on the live stream, and also to the customers, not the spectators that have come in here already. It really is fantastic to see people still pouring in here. I've just heard a call coming through on the radio that we've run out of tickets at the main gate. Please send us another book of tickets. So that is a very, very positive thing to hear coming through, that we still have spectators, a huge queue of spectators still wanting to get in here for this, the top end run. Very simple concept that it is. The cars on down the short beach straight, rolling start for them. Through Beacon they'll come, and then onto the main straight. It's about a 600-meter sprint down the main straight. We've got a laser trap, a speed gun, and then the car in the various classes. The top speed obviously will be crowned across the various classes. We'll have the winners of all the classes. So some absolutely magnificent cars having gone through already. We're about to go with the next practice session. I think this must be for about the. We'll just get confirmation which class it is, but I see the Audi V10 Gordon Nicholson on its way out. We've just asked them to put more numbers on the cars, because from where we are, we don't see the numbers of the cars, so it does make it a little bit difficult to identify exactly who's in what car at the moment. But a wide variety of cars and motorcycles as well. We've got a couple of bikes that entered, and lots of late entries joined in. Saw the action going down and have joined us here at the East London Grand Prix circuit in East London. All right, car number 2 going out is Craig Logan. 8-cylinder turbocharged Mercedes. Behind him, it will be a familiar man to time attack and hill climbs, Gordon Nicholson, the defending Samola hill climb champion, the Audi R8. Car number 3, 10-cylinder, normally aspirated, multiple winner at the Samola hill climb. He'll be followed out by car number 40, heading out now, Yegi Williams, and that absolutely beautiful Corvette that makes its way out onto the circuit. Then first of the Williams, the brothers, the Mustang, car number 39, Manegrin Williams, car number 39, 5-litre. He was a late entry. Need to add him to the list that we've got. And then this absolutely beautiful Ferrari making its way down pit lane now. That's car number 30. Also one of the Williams clan, Viswanthan Williams in the beautiful Ferrari. Numberless Audi going through. Then we've got Sean Valance having just gone out in the Audi R8. Then we've got a Range Rover that's just gone. So a whole host of cars going out for this. That was the Range Rover going out, Butch Creel, the 6-cylinder, normally aspirated T6 Range Rover, having just gone out. I see he's got a passenger with him as well. But if you're wondering what the small delay is, we've just got a vehicle heading to the Potter's Gate quickly to go and drop off some more tickets. As soon as they return from dropping those tickets off, we'll be good to start with the next run. Right, they're just getting reports coming through on the radio that the first car has been launched from the short beach straight and heading up to Beacon now. That's Craig Logan, 8-cylinder turbocharged Mercedes-Benz coming through. Oh, beautiful sounding roar of that V8 as it goes through. 198 kilometers an hour for Craig Logan in the 8-cylinder turbocharged Mercedes-Benz. Gordon Nicholson in the Audi, the V10, Audi R8, the man from Samola Hill Climb. That car has won at the hill climb for probably in his class, probably the last 4 or 5 years. 228 kilometers an hour for Gordon Nicholson in the Audi R8. The Corvette with the supercharger coming through, car number 40, Yegi Williams. That's going to be a quick time. .217 kilometers an hour for Yegi Williams in the supercharged Chev Corvette. The 5-litre Mustang on the straight now. Managran Williams just waiting for his speed to come through. 201 kilometers an hour for Managran Williams, car 39. Right, let's see what the Ferrari can do. That was car number 30, the Ferrari Viswanathan Williams. 237 kilometers an hour for the Ferrari 237. Sean Valance going through now, car number 11, 6-cylinder. Oh no, that's not the 6-cylinder. 222 for Sean Valance. You'll notice he's got a passenger in the car with him, Heath, his son, in the car with him. So for Sean Valance, car number 11 going through 222. Butch Creel heading down towards us now in the 6-cylinder Range Rover coming through. A speed of 196 kilometers an hour for Butch Creel in the 6-cylinder Range Rover. I think that was car 41 that had just gone through there, James Hahn. .196 matching the speed of Butch Creel. So 196 for James Hahn. That concludes the first practice run for this class. They will get a second bite at the... Oh wait, we've got one more car out there. Wasn't the last of the runners. Oh no, that's the first, that's Craig Logan, so it is the start. He did a speed of 198 earlier. Or 197 this time, so it's 1 kilometer an hour slower this time around for Craig Logan in the 8-cylinder turbocharged Mercedes-Benz. Right, Gordon Nicholson in the Audi R8. See if he can better his speed from the first run. He got 228 earlier and 227, so also dropping by just 1 kilometer an hour in the second run for Gordon Nicholson in the Audi R8. Well, folks, we couldn't have asked for better weather conditions the last 3 days. Up in East London, the weather has been absolutely magnificent. Not a breath of wind to talk about. And nice, long, warm winter's days as the supercharged Corvette goes through again. That's Yegi Williams in car number 40. He did his first run was a 2:19. He drops down to 2:17. So also having gone just 1-2 kilometers an hour slower on the second run. The 5-cylinder Ford Mustang makes its way down the straight towards us now. That's the Managran Williams. His first run was a speed of 2:01. And he manages to go faster, the first of the cars that's managed to go faster, 2:02 for car 39 Managran Williams. Viswanathan Williams, car number 30, the Ferrari, going through his time. He had a quick time. He did a 2:37, oh not his time, his speed, a 2:37. And he drops by 1 kilometer as well, 2:36 this time round. So also just having gone 1 kilometer an hour slower in his second run. Sean and Heath Valance in the Audi R8. That's car number 11. They did a 222 earlier. And 2:19, so 3 kilometers an hour slower in the second run. For those spectators that have just arrived, we are broadcasting on FM as well, on channel 103.7. 103.7. You can get the live commentary coming through as the Range Rover of Butch Creel goes through. He did a 1:96 in the first run. And he drops to 1:94 for his second run, 2 kilometers an hour slower. Next car has been launched, and that's James Hahn in car number 41. He'll be coming into shot on the live stream in a moment. He's heading to Beacon Bend. Here he comes now onto the main straight. James Hahn in the Mercedes going through. He did a 1:96 earlier. Goes through in a time of 2:12 this time, so a nice increase in top speed from him this time around. All right, that brings an end to the practice runs for that class. The next class getting ready to go out is the purpose-built race cars, and an absolutely magnificent bunch of cars that are going to be heading out onto the track for their 2 practice runs. Right, it looks like we are virtually ready to go with the race cars, the open class. These guys have been given the opportunity to do a complete lap around the circuit first, just to get some warmth into the tires and the gearboxes of the cars, as well as the engines. So they will go around the circuit once, and then we'll be good to go with the two timed laps. First of the cars to go out is going to be car number 18. I see we've got it as 81 on the window, but car number 18 is Sean Gradwell in the King Williamstown Motor Engineering BMW E36. He had a great day out on track yesterday in the round 3 of the regional championships. Right, got the number rectified on Sean Gradwell's car number 18. Then we've got Gary Schultz, car number 6 in the Nissan. Behind him, car number 12, Kaptein Johan van der Westhuizen. He's in the steel pipes and fittings BMW E36. Just pick up on the numbers as they come closer. The next one is the Honda, Owen Bridges Honda, the Mayfair gearbox car, but Owen not with us this weekend. Jono Stephen behind the wheel of the Honda. Owen taking part in the fast track rally that goes from Port Elizabeth down to Prince Albert, finishes at St. Francis. So Jono Stevens, the driving duties in Owen Bridges' immaculate Honda. Another car that you'll see the Samola Hill Climb number on it still. Always a top contender at the Samola Hill Climb is Owen Bridger in the Honda. And then behind them, car number 27, that's Keisha Potgieter, 4-cylinder Audi A3, having made the trip up from Port Elizabeth, one of the well-known lady racing drivers from PE. Right, the car's heading out onto the track now. We'll pick up the rest of the numbers as they start coming through. See the two border towing GTR Skylines in the mix as well. Wade van Zoomeren, Martin van Zoomeren, Martin in the blue car, and Wade in the yellow car. Jody, I don't think, is in the mix here this weekend in the third of the cars, but also with their Samola Hill Climb numbers on them. The crowd favorites. They're followed by Dr. Bevan Chowdhury. He's coming through the turbocharged VW Polo, car number 13. And we've got 36, Justin Langheim. He's followed out by Matthew Goodmans in yet another GTR. And then probably the top car of the day, the man to beat, Darren Goodmans in the V8 Capri, the Piranha Capri, car number 37 going out. Also enjoyed a good day yesterday in the regional racing. car's no number on it. I think it should be number 16, Lincoln Randall, in the little Golf. Lincoln Randall in the number 16 car, the last of the cars to go out there, just 13 years of age. Saw him at the driver's briefing this morning and was a little bit astounded, but I know from karting times he certainly is a competent and confident little driver. So we're just waiting for the cars to come around. As we said, they are going to do a warm-up lap just to try and get as much heat into the gearboxes was the biggest concern. Make sure that everything is working properly. So Darren Goodman's the first of the cars just on their warm-up lap. The Ford Capri V8, he's followed by Sean Gradwell in the BMW. Then it's Gary Schultz in the Nissan coming past us now. Johan van der Westhuizen, and then it was Jono Steven, Martin van Zumeren, followed by Wade van Zumeren, and then it's Dr. Bevan Chowdhury, that for VW Polo, turbocharged VW Polo going through. Matthew Goodmans in the Sovereign Food. Nissan having just gone through. So. Right, the next of the cars coming through is young Lincoln Randall. Right, so this is just a warm-up lap for the cars. We will go into the top, the timed speeds now, or not timed speeds. That doesn't sound right. Recorded speeds. The cars will be good. We're good to go now for their recorded runs. 2 runs they'll each get, as all the other classes, and then there'll be a short break. This is the last of the warm-ups. There'll be a short break before we start the actual competition. The first of the cars coming through is going to be car 29. First one, Anthony Williams in the open class going through. That looked like a really, really good run. 284 kilometers an hour. There's our top run of the day so far, 284 kilometers an hour. Darren Goodmans, the next of the cars coming through, the V8 Ford Capri Piranha. Beautiful sounding. Let's wait for that speed. .225 kilometers an hour for Darren Goodmans in the Sovereign Foods backed Ford Capri V8 Piranha. Sean Gradwell will be the next car to come through. Car number 18, the King Williamstown Motor Engineering BMW E36. Lots and lots of development having gone into this car over the last couple of years. A speed of 189 for Sean Gradwell. Ask all drivers in the 4-cylinder and 5-cylinder class if you guys could get to your vehicles, start getting ready for the first official timed runs, speed runs of the day. Gary Schultz, the next of the cars to come through. .186 for Gary Schultz in the red Nissan that has just gone through. 186. He's going to be followed by Johan van der Vestes in second of the BMW E36s. This one in the colors of steel pipes and fittings. Johan van der Vestes in car number 12 goes through. Just wait for his time to come through on the radio. 188, so just 1 kilometer an hour behind Sean Bradwell. The battle of the E36s. Jono Stevens going through. Just waiting for Jono Stevens' time, 2:14, 214 kilometers an hour for Jono Steven in the Honda. Do believe that Darren Goodmans has got a problem with the Ford Capri. See him coming onto the main straight now. He's heading back to the pits. He can't get the car switched off. It won't switch off, so he's heading back into the pits to get that attended to. Martin van Zoomeren, the next car to be launched from the Short Beach Straight, heading up to Beacon Bend now. See him onto the main straight in the border towing and recovery Nissan GTR. Almost seemed to have backed off by the time he went past us. .222 kilometers an hour for Martin van Zoomeren. I'm sure once he passed the start-finish line, or right in front of us here, he backed off, not realizing that the speed gun is another 140, 150 meters further on down the main straight. Let's see if Wade van Zoomeren can better that time. The second of the... Oh, this thing is flying. This is going to be a brilliant time, I'm sure. Waiting for Wade van Zoomeren's time. Oh, 295 kilometers an hour. Wade van Zoomeren, the first of the cars into the 290s. 295 kilometers an hour for Wade van Zoomeren. Keisha Potgieter in the Audi A3 onto the straight now. A speed of 177 for Keisha Potgieter in the Audi A3, 177. Next to the cars coming through will be Bevan Chowdhury, the turbocharged VW Polo. You see him onto the main straight now. Got a speed of 201 for Bevan Chowdhury, having just gone through in the turbocharged VW Polo. We've got a call for Wesley Swartz, car number 20. If you could please head to your car. Wesley Swartz, you in the next group. If you could please head to your car now. Justin Langheim in car number 36, having just gone through. He's waiting for his speed to come through. .233 for car 36, Justin Langheim. 233. Well, a couple of the drivers opting to just go out for one run. They're going to save themselves for the rest of the day. So a couple of the cars having been parked. So next up we have got, I think it's Mark Else in car 33, BMW E36, but a Mazda motor in it. He's had problems with the gearbox, the engine, just too much power. And he was down in Port Elizabeth last weekend, just having gone through in a speed of 217 kilometers an hour. But Mark Else joining us in Port Elizabeth yesterday for round 3 of the regional championships down there. Had a great day until the gearbox actually broke in half. So a lot of work having gone into the car to get it ready for today. So congratulations, big up to Mark Else and his whole team to have got that car sorted out and ready back on track here this weekend. Matthew Goodmans. This will be another good quick time from Matthew. Just waiting for Matthew Goodmans' time. Car number 1, 246 kilometers an hour for Matthew Goodmans in the Sovereign Foods Skyline. The last of the race cars should be coming into view in a moment or two. It should be Lincoln Randall, 13-year-old Lincoln Randall, car number 16. Speed of 152 for Lincoln Randall in the little 4-cylinder, normally aspirated VW Golf. I see we have got another car coming through for its second run. Sean Gradwell is the next car that's going to go for a run. Sean Gradwell's time of his speed of 189 on the first run. Can he better it? .187, so 2 kilometers slower on the second run. We're going to just ask the spectator on the grandstand across from us who's busy having a leak over there, wouldn't you go around the back of it first instead of... Right, Gary Schultz coming through, so we see we do have a couple of cars left to come through. Gary Schultz in the Nissan, or a little bit of a misfire there for Gary as he comes through car number 6. A 186 was his previous time, his previous speed. A 182, so 4 kilometers an hour down from his first run. Onto the main straight comes Johan van der Westhuizen now in the number 12 car, the BMW E36. .188 was his previous best, or his previous run. 185, also 4 kilometers an hour slower on the second run. Onto the straight now for Jono Stephen in the Honda 214 was his previous run. That just looked and sounded a lot quicker. Getting to grips with Owen Bridges' car. Oh, 238, so a lot better. 24 kilometers an hour quicker on that run. Keisha Porgita coming through now in the Audi A3. Her previous run, 177 kilometers an hour. Oh, and this time around a 177, so first of the drivers managing to match their top speed in between the two runs. So Bevan Chaudhry will be the next car coming through, the turbocharged VW Polo. You can see the exhaust pipe straight through the bonnet of the car. His first run was a 201 kilometers an hour for Bevan Chaudhry. He's getting the turbo wound up now. Speed of 204, so managing to better his time by I think 3 kilometers an hour. He did a 201 first run. So 204 for Dr. Bevan Chaudhry in the turbocharged VW Polo. Waiting for Justin Langheim to come through, be the next of the cars, car number 36. Justin's previous run, 233 kilometers an hour. .229, so drops by 4 kilometers an hour in run number 2. That was Justin Langheim. Matthew Goodmans will be the next of the cars to come through in the Skyline GTR. His previous run, 246 kilometers an hour. That looked a little better this time around. I'm sure we'll see an improvement there. Oh, it actually went slower by 2 kilometers an hour. 244 kilometers an hour for Matthew Goodmans. Lincoln Randall, car number 16, the 4-cylinder VW Golf Mark 1 going through. His previous run, 152 kilometers an hour. .150 for Lincoln Randall, so he drops by 2 kilometers an hour for his second run. Right, we are going to have a short, or I think it might be a little extended break, because there's queues backed right up Potter's Pass. You can see the cars all the way up the hill, so we need to get them across the circuit. So there will be an extended break. We're going to go down and just take a quick break, go and find out some war stories from what's happening downstairs, chat to a couple of the drivers, and then we'll be back with the action, the first of the official timed runs. All right, folks, I just see that the spectators are continuing to pour down Potter's Pass at the moment, so there will be a little bit longer break than was anticipated. So just waiting for the cars. I know there was a complaint that traffic had backed all the way up to Settlers Way. But while we're waiting for them to come down, just an opportunity to thank all of the sponsors that have got involved in putting this event together. To NTT, Volkswagen, East London, massive thank you to you guys. ADZ, Electrical and Lighting, to Car Connection, a big thank you to you guys as well. A Link Online for doing the live stream for us here, the link for us. Then Speed Shop, and AVS Auto Parts, Auto Styling, Motormouth, and Super Value Foods. A big thank you to all of the sponsors for getting involved in putting this event together. And thank you to all of the spectators that have come out in their numbers to come and support this initiative. Fantastic to have such great support for a top-end run. The last run was done in Let me just go back to my train of thought there before I was assaulted from behind. The big thank you to everybody. The last time there was a speed run was in 2018, so it's great to see that everybody is hungry for this type of event. So will be a short, little bit break for a little bit longer, and then we'll be good to go with the timed runs.
Yeah, you must go back and go in. Just come to the back here. Can't you even go in here?
I can't. You were told no one's allowed through here.
They ask for him. And Lavina also said.
Okay, well, if you can't get in and if he says it's fine, then I'll open for him. He said the problem is if we're heading through, the other cars are going to want to go. Okay. Phone him and then ask him. If he says it's fine, then I'll do it.
Send me Lavin's number there. Lavin's number, send it. Oh, 083?
It looks like we are getting ready to go once again. Two motorcycles will lead the cars out. Bike number 31, Lance Kasuji, and bike number 35, Gary Scott, both on BMW 1000R. Car number 5, Devesh ready. The next car heading out. We've got the 25 car, Thomas Teuch. Look like seven entries going out. 2 motorbikes, 5 cars having gone out. This is the 4-cylinder turbocharged and motorcycles. Terry Gaffney in the mix as well. Terry Gaffney, car number 32, 4-cylinder boosted. Right, I believe that the first of the competitors has already launched from the short beach straight. That's bike number 35, Gary Scott, the BMW 1000RR. There he comes onto the straight now. Crosses past us, we're just going to wait for his time. A speed of 259 kilometers an hour for Gary Scott sets the benchmark for the motorcycles. Bike 31 having just launched now, that is Lance Kasuji on a similar BMW 1000cc RR. Just getting that power down, and it looks like it's a good run there for Lance Kasuji. He went through a previous run of 263 kilometers an hour in the practice. A speed of 259 kilometers an hour this time round. His top speed earlier, 263, so slightly down. Right, onto the cars we go. Davish ready now. Davish ready. Should be, we've got him here, VW Golf. Next. Car number 5, 4-cylinder turbo. Did a 195 kilometers per hour earlier. He drops by 1 kilometer an hour, 194 kilometers an hour for Davish Reddy. Right, the next car that has just launched, that's car number 10. That is Laren Oudendal. Laren Oudendal in the Audi going through now. His previous run, 214 kilometers an hour. 214 kilometers an hour. He manages to take that up to 217 kilometers an hour for Laren Oudendal in the Audi. Right, the next car that's going to come through, Grant Godfrey in car number 22. A speed of 182, but I don't believe that was Grant Godfrey. Grant Godfrey is in a Nissan GTR, so we just get clarity on that number. Car number 25 will be the next car that will come through. That is Thomas Toich. Thomas Toich in the Honda going through. We didn't get a previous time from him. A speed of 208 kilometers an hour for Thomas Toich in the Honda. Wesley Swartz will be the next car up. I think it's an Audi S4 that he'll be coming through in. 4-cylinder, normally aspirated. Oh no, that's not. It is the Honda S2000, so that's Wesley Swartz, car number 20. His previous best, 171 kilometers an hour. He manages to improve his time, does Wesley Swartz, by 1 kilometer an hour, 172 for Wesley Swartz in the Honda S2000. Gary Scott coming through to complete his second run. Bike number 35. His time previously 259, 259 kilometers an hour. A speed of 263 kilometers an hour for Gary Scott on bike 35. Next up will be Lance Kasuji. He did a 263 and a 259 in the warm-ups.
$259 kilometers an hour for that run for Lance Kasuji. Right, back to the best ready we go now. Car number 5 will be the next of the cars that will make its way onto the main straight, heading through Beacon now.
And 194 were the previous teams, and now he goes to a 193. So he's done a 193, 194, and 195. So really pushing that one to the limit. Larry Woodendall in car 10 will be the next car to come through, the Audi, which will appear on the main straight shortly.
Now you guys wait here. I'll go and see. Kashi?
214 and 217, the previous times for Larry Woodendall in the Audi. $220 kilometers an hour this time for Larry Woodendall, so managing to improve on his times.
Right, we've got car 22, which says it's Grant Godfrey, unless he's changed cars somewhere along the line. He was in a GTR earlier.
I see Grant Godfrey standing in the pit lane now, so whoever 22 is certainly not Grant Godfrey, so we'll just need to get clarification from the organisers as to who is in car 22. Car 22 having set a time of 182 kilometers an hour, another time, a speed of 182 kilometers per hour. Thomas Toiv in the Honda, the previous speed of 206 from him. $210 is the confirmed speed for Thomas Toiv. The next car to come through will be car 20, and that is Wesley Swartz in the Honda S2000. Previous one was 171. Apologies, Wesley Swartz in the little Honda, not Thomas Toiv. And he manages to get to his time of 174 for Wesley Swartz. 174 for Wesley Swartz in the little Honda S2000. So that I think completes the timed runs for the four-cylinder category.
Control, I think you need all corner back and foot. No.
Right, there will be once again just a short break as we try and get more spectators down. Still a big queue of cars heading down the pass. Wanting to come and get a bite of the action here at the top end run. First time the top end run has been run at East London Grand Prix circuit since 2018. Sure, we are going to see a new record here today. Previous record already having been bettered in the practice runs. Away from Zuma and having gone through in time 295 kilometers an hour. Can we see him touch
the 300 kilometer an hour mark in the race car division.
Just to remind the folks that we are going out on live stream as well. If you want to live stream the event, you can just go to the
Motormount Facebook page and you'll find the link
for the live stream on the Motormount Facebook page.
Going out on YouTube, not on Facebook today, just on the YouTube channel. And then the commentary going out on 103.7 FM. If you'd like to tune into your tune your car radio to the commentary, it's on 103.7 FM.
It looks like we are virtually good to go. We're just getting course clearance. I see the pit exit is opening now, so cars heading out onto the track. This next group, the 5 and 6 cylinder
boosted cars going out on track now. First of the cars out is Bryce Chowdhury. Leroy Randall, and then Grant Godfrey. The 28 car, Paresh Williams, a very, very neat Porsche. Goes out now. Followed out by Buntu Kwai, car number 8. The 43 going out. I think that's Terry Gaffney. That's been the late entry in that car that's just gone out now. Car number 43. Terry Gaffney, the 6-cylinder BMW, having just joined racing 2 cars today.
Sorry, I'm the last car I was sitting. It's sitting a one car.
Yes, Papa. He's coming. Yes, my boss Emily, here comes for me. Don't worry. Okay, baby. Look.
I'm not sure. No, Alex is the one who you said. It's not that. That's not something. That is called number 9.
Wait. No, you got anything to say?
Leroy Randall, his time this time, or his speed this time around, 238, 238 kilometers an hour. So a big improvement there. Grant Godfrey in the Skyline GTR R35 onto the passing us now. 220 was his best speed earlier. Grant Godfrey drops by 2 kilometers an hour, a speed of 218 this time around. Right, the next of the cars will be Paresh Williams. Paresh, his earlier speed, 224 kilometers an hour. He's in that immaculate Porsche. There we see it onto the straight now. Really, really pretty little car. Comes thundering down the main straight. It's just looking and sounding better than the previous run. A speed of 228 this time around for the Porsche as it goes through. Devesh Reddy, the next of the cars to come through. Nissan GTR R35, his previous best speed, 240 kilometers an hour. 244 kilometers an hour. Oh, you got a 240 and a 244. Right, dropping speed now, he's dropped to 224, so 20 kilometers slower that time around. Jandre Kutzer having just gone through there now, just waiting for his time to come through. 187. He has done 3 runs, and he has done 187. Well, the first one 189.7, then a 187, and now another 187. So consistent performances from Jandre Kutzer. Next up, Bryce Chowdhury. The cars will start their second time runs in this group now. Bryce's best speed so far, 184 kilometers an hour. A speed of 180 for Bryce Chowdhury in the BMW, 6-cylinder BMW. So next up will be Leroy Randall, 6-cylinder turbocharged vehicle heading for his second timed run. The Nissan R35. Powering down the main straight. .227 and 238 were the previous times, and he does a 222 222. So dropping from his previous best of 238. Grant Godfrey in the also in a Nissan GTR R35. Grant's best was a 218 kilometers an hour. Grant Godfrey's time, his speed, 217 kilometers an hour. Next to the cars up will be Paresh Williams. Paresh in that immaculate Porsche. Previous runs at 224 kilometers an hour and a 228 kilometers an hour. Got himself nicely placed. Different line down the straight this time around. And his speed on that run recorded as 225 kilometers an hour, so consistent performance from him. Next up will be Devesh Reddy, car number 4, also in the 6-cylinder turbocharged bracket. Also running in the 224 bracket. Let's see where he slots in on that run. A speed of 225 kilometers an hour for car number 4, that was Devesh Reddy. Buntu Shuai in 6-cylinder turbocharged bracket. Onto the straight he comes now. He's done a 204 kilometers an hour and a 205 kilometers an hour, and about to cross the speed trap now. Another consistent run there, a speed of 205. So he's done a 204, a 205, and a 205. So really pushing that car to its limit. Consistent times from him, consistent speeds from him. Terry Gaffney's, oh no, that was the 38 car, Jaziel Ferez, 254, so really got the hammer down in there. Terry Gaffney, the next car to come through, the 43 car BMW, his previous time, 190 previous speed, or 193 from Terry Gaffney. Terry Gaffney manages to improve his time by 2 kilometers an hour at 195 kilometers for an hour for Terry Gaffney. Dane Langheim, 6-cylinder Lexus, I think it is. That'll be the next car to come through. Dane Langheim's time, 179. Folks, we have had a request from the officials to please all the spectators that are in pit lane, if they could please move behind the yellow line while the cars are busy with their runs. Please, if you can just get behind the yellow line. Safety first at all times. So please, behind the yellow line. That includes all spectators, ones that are taking selfies and can get behind the yellow line. Car number 42, we don't have a 42 on our list, so we just need to find out. Terry Gaffney, huh? It's not Terry Gaffney, as far as I'm aware. We've got Terry Gaffney, car number 43, so. Thanks. Diego Machado, car number 15, 6-cylinder turbocharged, 191, his best so far. He goes through the speed of 188 this time around, so drops by 3 kilometers an hour. Prayesh Hooker on an absolute flyer in the Nissan. He did a 2:56 earlier and a 2:65. This time around at 259 kilometers an hour for Prayesh Hooker in the Nissan GTR 35. Andre Kutzer in the Nissan 370, his previous best time, he was all consistent. He's run 189, 187, 187, and he does a 189 this time around. 189 for Andre Kutzer in the Nissan. Right, that concludes the 5 and 6 cylinder boosted class. The cars making their way back to the pits. There will once again be a short break as spectators continue to pour in. Really is great to see East London Grand Prix circuit so full. The bright fires are going, everybody enjoying the festivities, and an absolutely spectacular day weather-wise in East London.
You are asking about the livery. It is double. Okay, cool.
Right, folks, we just got a request. Somebody has been parked in to the left side of the main tower. If you're looking from the track side, it's a white Ford, and the registration is JCC 054, a white Ford Ranger. You have parked. It's not a Ranger. It's either a Fiesta or a Figo. If you could please move your car, you have parked somebody in, so if you could please get that car moved as quickly as you can. There's also an Audi TT with no number plates that also could be moved to allow people to get in and out there. So that Audi TT with no number plates and a white Ford Fiesta, if you could move your cars, please. No problem. Right, I see all the closing, the track crossings and pit exits and entries have all been closed off, so we are virtually good to go with the start of the next run. Should be 8-cylinder, 10-cylinder, 12-cylinder, normally aspirated cars. So drivers getting back into their cars, officials are back in their places, so good to go with the next the next category. First of the cars out, this Jonathan Williams in the Ferrari. Beautiful Range Rover heading out now. Butch Creel in car number 7, and then the 5-litre Ford Mustang. Beautiful sounding 8-cylinder turbocharged Mercedes. Gordon Nicholson in the Audi R8. The first of the cars has been launched in this group, and that is car number 30, Jonathan Williams. Should be coming into view any second from now in that absolutely beautiful Ferrari. Previous best was a 284 kilometers an hour. .242 kilometers an hour. Sean Valens going through in the 6-cylinder Audi R8. No, that had been changed. He did a 222 and a 219. Just waiting for his time. A 225 for Sean Valens in the number 11 car, the Audi R8. Plenty of brute power comes onto the main straight now. That's Butch Creel in the Range Rover, 6-cylinder Range Rover, absolutely beautiful sounding. Powers his way past. His previous best was a 194, and he's also done a 196. And this time around a 195, 195 top speed. We've got the thundering V8 of Darren Goodman's parked just below us, warming up for the race car category. And so at this stage not able to hear any of the times coming through on the radio. Time of 199 for 199 was the next time. That was the Mustang Amanda Graham Williams 199. Car number 40 going through now. That is Yegi Williams, and his time in the 219 and a 217 goes through in a time 211 for Yegi Williams in the supercharged Corvette. Thank you very much. Craig Logan coming through. Previous best was a 198. $191 for him that time around. Right, Gordon Nicholson will be the next of the cars out. He's done a 228 and a 227 kilometers an hour so far in the Audi R8. Gordon Nicholson's time, his speed that run, 224, so slightly slower than the previous run. Right, car 41, the next car to come through, that will be James Hahn. His best run so far, 2:12 in the Mercedes for James Hahn. .208 kilometers an hour this time around for James Hahn. The Ferrari coming out now once again. This one of them, Williams, car number 30. Last run from him, it was a 2:42 kilometers an hour. And slightly slower this time around, 235 kilometers an hour, so 7 kilometers slower than the previous run. Car number 11, Sean Valance going through the Audi R8. 225, his previous run. And he goes through 222, 222 kilometers an hour, so 3 kilometers an hour slower than the previous run. Next up will once again be Butch Creel in that absolutely amazing sounding Range Rover. Just a real beast of a car. Just love the sound of this thing when it comes past us. His best time so far, or his best run so far, 196 kilometers an hour. And he goes through 194, so it has been very consistent, 196, 192, 194. So very consistent from Butch Creel in the Range Rover. Manogrand Williams will be the next car out. That will be car number 39. And he's just hitting the 200 kilometer an hour mark. He's at a 199, he's at a 201, he's at a 202. About 9 kilometers an hour slower that time around, so 190 kilometers an hour for that run. Yegi Williams in car number 40, the supercharged Corvette. 209, 217, and a 211 so far. And a 212, so the speed seems to have dropped off slightly. I know with the heat, a couple of the guys have been battling, saying that the cars are overheating from standing and waiting. So next up, car number 2, Craig Logan. the 8-cylinder turbocharged Mercedes-Benz. Also a beautiful sounding machine. 198, 197 and 191 are his speeds so far. A speed of 195 kilometers an hour for Craig Logan. Gordon Nicholson in the Audi R8 goes through his previous run, 224 kilometers an hour. .226 kilometers an hour this time around. So managing to improve his time by 2 kilometers an hour. Car number 41 onto the main straight now. That's James Hahn, and his previous run 208 kilometers an hour. James Hahn's speed 210 kilometers an hour. Oh, just a correction there, 219 kilometers an hour. That concludes the run. Next up will be the racing cars. Really exciting group of cars that will be going out. Be led out by Darren Goodmans in the Super Value Foods Ford Capri, the V8 Piranha right behind him, his son Matthew in the Car Connection Nissan R32. Darren Goodmans in the Ford Capri Piranha going through now. Not sure if the cars, I know the guys that some of them wanted to do a warm-up lap, but that sounded like a timed lap. Speed of 219, 219 kilometers an hour for Darren Goodmans. So it looks like they've split the race cars into two groups due to the overheating issues, the guys having to wait so long. So the cars have been split into two groups. Next car to come through will be Matthew Goodmans in the Super Value Foods GTR. Speed of 248 kilometers an hour for Matthew Goodmans. 24 is the next car. Wade van Zumeren. We saw Wade with a speed of 295 kilometers an hour. Will he top the 300 kilometer mark? Gets the boost on and gets it down. Waiting in anticipation for the speed. To speed of 288 kilometers an hour, so slightly slower than what we saw in the warm-up earlier, but first official timed speed of 288 kilometers an hour for Wade van Zumeren. Martin van Zumeren will be the next of the cars to come through. his previous best, 222 kilometers an hour. Certainly going to be quicker than that. .236 kilometers an hour for Martin van Zumeren in the border towing and recovery Nissan GTR. Gary Schultz in the Opel, the next of the cars to come through. That's our Opel in the Nissan. Gary's previous best, he's running the 186 mark, 182, 186. Let's see what his time is. A speed of 202 kilometers an hour for Gary Schultz. Increases his top speed by 20 kilometers an hour. Viswanathan Williams now, the next car to come through. This should be a quick one. Oh, commentator's curse. It looks like it's almost gone into limp mode. And it looks like he's going to just limp back to the pits. So problem there for Viswanathan Williams. It's actually come to a standstill before the pit exit, so I'm just going to wait. The marshals just go and give him a hand to push that car a short distance back into the pit lane.
Yeah, it's becoming a problem. I'll be there shortly.
Folks, once again, we ask all the spectators that are in the pit lane to please stay behind the yellow line. You are not allowed to be up against the Armco barriers, especially when the cars are busy with their runs. So please just remain behind the yellow line at all times. Darren Goodmans once again in the V8 Ford Capri. That screaming V8 Ford Capri Piranha. 225 was his previous run. This run 220 kilometers an hour, so just 5 kilometers slower. He'll be followed by his son Matthew in the GTR Skyline, and will be coming through shortly. Matthew having done a 2:46 and a 2:44 previously. Just wait for confirmation of this run. 243 kilometers an hour, so very, very consistent driving there from Matthew Goodmans in the Super Value Food GTR. Right, Wade van Zoomeren once again. That looked and sounded a bit quicker. 285 was the 295 is the fastest so far, but that was in the previous warm-up. It was 280 odd last out. .284 kilometers an hour, so manages to improve it slightly, but not what we saw earlier, the 295 in the warm-up this morning. Martin van Zoomeren coming through now, the second of the border towing and recovery vehicles. He was in the 220s last two runs, as he managed to improve on that. The speed of 242 kilometers an hour, so that's a big improvement there from Martin van Zoomeren. Gary Schultz, the last of the first group of race cars, starts his run, or finishes his run. His previous run, 202 kilometers an hour, and he does a 202 again, so both time runs 202 kilometers an hour for Gary Schultz. That concludes the first run of, or the first half of the race cars. The next group are already lined up. I see that we have got track crossings. Right, well, we just wait for the last of the people to cross the circuit and waiting for the second group of race cars to go out. Just a big thank you to all of the sponsors that have got involved in putting this event together. NTT, Volkswagen East London, a massive thank you to you guys. And then the team from ADZ Electrical and Lighting, as well as Car Connection, massive thanks to you guys. And we've got Speed Shop, Link Online, and AVS Auto Parts, as well as King Williamstown Motor Engineering. We see the King Williamstown Motor Engineering car. Sean Granville will be the first of the cars to head out onto the track for their timed runs. And then to Super Value Foods, a massive thank you to you guys. And last but not least, Motormouth, bringing you the live stream and all of the action from the track. If you want to stay up to date with all forms of motorsport happening in and around the Eastern Cape, make sure you go onto the Motormouth Facebook page and then just click on their link to their website and their very comprehensive motorsport diary, all the events that are happening in the area. You can just stay up to date. And while you're on the Motormouth Facebook page, please just hit the like, hit the follow button, and help us keep you informed as to on with motorsport in the Eastern Cape. Right, on to Group 2 of the race cars we go now. First up is going to be Sean Gradwell in the King Williamstown Motor Engineering BMW E36. His best time so far. Let's check on that. He did a 189 and a 187, and now he does a 185 kilometers an hour for Sean Gradwell, the first of the official timed time lapse for him. Missed gear there for Jono Stephen, but I'll just get confirmation of his time, his best. He does a 236 kilometers an hour for Jono Stephen in the Owen Bridger little Honda, powerful little road-going Honda. A regular competitor at the Samola Hill Climb. Oh, running very, very wide. Out of the corners, I think it's Johan van der Westhuizen coming through now. The steel pipes and fittings BMW E36, yes it is indeed. Speed of 183 for Johan van der Westhuizen, 183 kilometers. Bevan Chowdhury in the turbocharged VW Polo powers his way through. You can see the exhaust pipes coming through the bonnet, and the last time for Bevan Chowdhury, the recorded lap time, the run was 2:09 kilometers an hour. So we're just getting ourselves organized with a umbrella, incredibly hot sitting in the sun, as Keisha Porgita goes through in her Audi A3. Keisha Porgita's time, her speed is 174 kilometers an hour, so 3 kilometers an hour slower than her previous run. "13-year-old Lincoln Randall, the next of the cars, coming through." Lincoln's previous best was 152. We'll just wait for confirmation from this run. Lincoln Randall managing to improve on his time by 4 kilometers an hour, 156 kilometers an hour on that run for young Lincoln Randall. 228 kilometers an hour for Justin Langheim, having just gone through. '33 will be the next car to come through. That'll be Mark Else in the BMW, it's an E36 BMW, but it's got a Mazda engine in it, an absolute beast of a car. .217 kilometers an hour was his best in the warm-up. .210, so 7 kilometers an hour slower than earlier on this morning. We go back to the beginning of the group for the next car up. It will be once again Sean Gradwell in the King Williamstown Motor Engineering BMW E36. You can see him heading down the straight now. His previous best was 185 kilometers an hour. And this time around 184 kilometers an hour, so just 1 kilometer an hour slower than his previous round. John O'Stephen comes into sight now, starts his run down the straight. Oh, it's a better run for him. This is sounding quick. 238, his previous best. But he was really on the money that time round. Snappy gear changes. Every lap just gets quicker and quicker for John O'Stephen. 245 kilometers an hour. So managing to improve on his time quite significantly. Johan van der Westhuizen will be the next car to come through, BMW E36. Johan van der Westhuizen a 188 and a 185 previously, and this one 183, so also very consistent. Bevan Chowdhury will be the next car off as Darren Goodman's leaving the circuit in his brand new helicopter. You see him disappearing into the distance as Bevan Chowdhury comes flying down the straight. His previous times 201 and 204 for Dr. Bevan Chowdhury. Let's see what he can, if he can improve on those. A speed of 210 kilometers an hour that time around for Bevan Chowdhury. Keisha Potgieter will be the next car. The Audi A3 4-cylinder will be the next of the cars to come through. She has been really consistent, 177 from her on the previous runs. Keisha's times having dropped off slightly by about 5 kilometers an hour, 172 for that run. Lincoln Randall coming through in car number 16. His previous best of 156. And managing to improve on his time there, Lincoln Randall by 1 kilometer an hour, 157 kilometers an hour for 13-year-old Lincoln Randall. Mark Else in car number 33, that brutal BMW. He's done a 217 and a 210. And this time around he does 214 kilometers an hour, so fairly consistent performance there from Mark Else. Justin Langheim, the next of the cars to come through. His time so far, 223 and 229 kilometers an hour. Oh, sideways. That's the way to come through Beacon. Drifting it through the corners, absolutely on the money and powering his way. Oh, no, something's gone wrong. He started cruising the moment he passed the start-finish line in front of us. Oh, definitely something happened there. 152. That was 152, so that concludes the race car category. Cars making their way back into the pits now. Right, there will be a short break once again for spectators to cross the circuit, and then we'll get the cars lined up for the next run. There will be 2 timed sessions per class, 2 timed sessions, and then cars will be selected. The top contenders will go into a shootout for the top end title.
Thank you, buddy.
Stop driving anything like a girl, man. I've just put shit in the tank, but I'm getting frustrated. She doesn't want to go.
I see that all the gates have been closed once again, so people moving back into their positions. Cars starting to form up. Oh, the cars starting to line up. First out is going to be the 32 car, Terry Gaffney in the BMW. He's followed out by Laren Wendell, just remembering to put his crash helmet on quickly. Make sure that strap is nice and tight. He goes out, he's followed out by Lance Kassuji on the BMW 1000cc R, or R1000 RR Racing Edition. Him and Gary Scott on the BMWs here this weekend. Well, Gary Scott certainly likes to make his presence felt. Wesley Swartz follows them out now in the number 20 car, the little Honda S2000. Thomas Toik, the next to the cars out there, that very, very neat little Honda. So we seem to have lost a couple of the competitors from the four-cylinder and rotary boosted group, as well as motorcycles. There were 7 earlier, but see how we go. That's all of them that have gone out for the second timed heat. It will be another, each category will each have 2 runs, and then from there they'll start falling into the shootout positions.
Doc, what's this lined up? Just following instructions.
Andrew's in charge of it.
Gary Scott going through on the BMW R 259, 263, his previous runs. .258, 258 kilometers an hour for Gary Scott on motorcycle number 35. Lance Kasuji will be onto the Bay Straight. Now there he comes now. His previous times: 259, 259, 263, and possibly going to be quicker. Just looked like he was giving it a bit more that time around. A speed of 256 kilometers an hour for Lance Kasuji on the BMW R1000RR. Terry Gaffney, car number 32, 4-cylinder boosted class, the BMW. We don't have times for him because there was confusion. His car was number 22 earlier. So just waiting for a time to come through. .183 kilometers an hour for Terry Gaffney. Laren Woodendal, the next of the cars, leaving. He's in the five-cylinder Audi. Through Beacon he comes, nice and tidy through there. 214, 217 and 220, his previous runs. Another consistent run from Laren Woodendal, 217 kilometers an hour. Wesley Swartz will be the next of the cars. That little two-seater Honda S2000. His times, or his speed so far, 171, 172, 172. Will he be able to squeeze a little bit more out of the Honda S2000? And matching the speed of his previous run, 174 kilometers an hour. Thomas Toich, the next of the cars. 4-cylinder turbocharged. .206 kilometers an hour and 210 kilometers an hour were the previous runs from him in the Honda. Does not sound like it's quite on the limit as it went through there. Going through in a speed of 203 kilometers an hour, so slightly off from where it was earlier. Gary Scott on the motorcycle coming through shortly. Powering his way through. Gary Scott, bike number 35, 259, 263, 258. Whoa, dropped off the pace completely. 247, 247 kilometers an hour for Gary Scott. Will Lance Cassidy on bike number 31 be able to improve on his times? He has been quicker, 259, 259 and a 256. So he has been significantly quicker than Gary Scott on very similar machines. Just keeping that front wheel down. I'm going to just take a guess and say 255 kilometers an hour. They can call me Nostradamus in my spare time. 255 kilometers it was. So next up will be Terry Gaffney once again in the 4-cylinder boosted BMW, car number 32. His last run, 183 kilometers an hour. I'd say this is looking like more like a 178 kilometers an hour at the moment. Oh, 183 kilometers an hour, so matching his previous run. Next up will be Laren Woodendal, the 5-cylinder Audi. .220 is his best so far, 220 kilometers an hour. He goes through in a speed of 215 kilometers an hour. And folks, once again, if you could ask the spectators that are in the pit lane to please get behind the yellow line. It's safety at all times. Well, that certainly fell on deaf ears. Wesley Swartz comes through his second run in the 4-cylinder Honda S2000. He has been completely consistent, 171, 172, 174 and a 174. What will it be? And it's a 174 once again. So the last 3 runs, all 174. I think he has got cruise control on that car. Can we ask once again for the spectators that are standing in the pit lane to please get behind the yellow line? Yes, that's that exact yellow line that you're looking at, Grant. Thomas Toy in the Honda. His times were 2:06, 2:10, and 2:03. And that time 2:07, 207 kilometers an hour. So managing to improve on his last run by just 4 kilometers an hour. So that concludes the heat, the 4-cylinder rotary boosted, as well as motorcycles. They are done with their second timed session for the day. Marilia in the 42 car, having just gone out. That was the driver that we didn't know who it was. He obviously a late entry. Car number 15 going out. That's Diego Machado. He's followed out by car number 34, Prayesh Hooker. And then Jandre Kutsia in the number 9 car. Goes out to see we've still got another 2 cars making their way down. The Lexus of Dane Langheim, and then that very, very neat Porsche. Paresh Williams in the white Porsche.